Right. Card games on motorcycles. I think we're still going for the Armstrong card, right? Of the thug in the pub. Let's just confirm. That's correct. Armstrong is after the gargoyle. Wait, what? Oh, wait, it's before, yeah, so, after the ogre, yeah, and before the other one, yeah, it is Armstrong. So, hi, is everyone? What's up, Zephyric? Hey, Goatsuit. Afternoon, James. How are we? He's pretty damn good. He's a fan favorite, for sure. What's up, Rich? Thank you very much for the read. How's it going, GTA? What was on the docket for tonight? So yeah, we did the hot ones at ESA 2019, and it didn't work out the way it was planned to. So what we did was we had the base game at whatever thing, and then we did like a do-over. Well, I just got perfected. Good start to the night. And we got, what is it, like Cajon number 6 hot sauce. We bought hot sauce in. And there were like, I think we started with 5 and ended with 3. And it was gutting because, well, so it was like, I tied, right? First place. Purely on willpower alone. Like, I was in, it was, like, I like hot food. I like spicy food. I get very hot curries. I ain't got no problem with that. This stuff was, like, really hot. And really, really hot. And Fiesel was there. And Fiesel was just chawing down like it was no one's business. He was like, yeah. It's quite good flavor on that. And I'm like, what? And then someone was tried to pin me off as being third place for having handled the heat the least. That's not the rules. It's not who comes out most gloriously at the end. It's who comes out at the end. And 3 of us came out at the end. So maybe we'll do that at the next event. But yeah, I'm a big fan of The Last Dab and Sean. Is it Sean Evans or it's Sean something? But yeah, some of those are amazing. But the problem with The Last Dab is, like, if you try to buy that from a commercial store, it's so expensive. Like, that's the thing. Getting, like, the hot sauces, because they're all, like, well, I don't know the reason, but I'm presuming because they're all, like, custom-made purely for heat, that you wouldn't get them in normal stores, so they have to mark it up a lot. But yeah, I'm here. What's up, Nonstop? How's it going? Thank you for 31 months, Zephyr. I don't know. Twitch has off days. Eek. All right. Yeah, it can be like that. But yeah, I'd be well up for doing the Last Dab. Well, my eyes are feeling a bit, and my head's a bit heavy, so it could be why. But I had, I mean, I was in school today for GCSE results, so, I had my glasses on anyway, driving into work and stuff like that. You want me to tell you about the joke that is the National Health Service? Thing is, I can't really, well, I shouldn't speak poorly of the NHS, so let's provide context. So, the context is thus. We all know that the respective health services of multiple countries have struggled under COVID. We get that. I respect that. That's fine. I understand. We know that's had a knock-on. We know there's a backlog. That's fine. I get that. I understand. Currently, when you ring up the doctors where I am, they've got the process of if there are 50 or more people waiting, you go to a dead dial tone. So it's a busy tone. You can't actually get through. Fine. So you ring until you get through to someone. Okay, that's fine. You know, you're waiting for like 30, 40 people before you. But that happens. I mean, we've all had like that 2-hour wait on the phone to like your internet service provider, you know, and they're like, oh, let me just put you through to this department. And you're like, okay. And like, oh, no, that's this department. And everyone's, you know, we get it. It happens. So you get through to your respective health service representative and you say, I would like to book an appointment for health because I am feeling less than healthy. Can I book an appointment with a doctor? The answer is no, you cannot. Oh, why not? Well, you can only book a 10-minute appointment with a clinician currently. So I can't even like book a, you know, like not even for an emergency appointment. I mean, like, can I book an appointment with my doctor like, you know, weeks from now? No. Right. Okay. So I can only book a 10-minute appointment. Right. I've got multiple things I would like to be seen and tested for. Is that possible? No, no, no. You can only be seen for one thing at a time. Right. So if I've got like abdominal pain and headaches and cramps and whatever, like one at a time. Yeah, one 10-minute appointment, and then so I have one appointment and then I ring like the next day for another appointment. Yes. Okay. So I get one appointment, not a problem. So yesterday I call up and they say, yes, you can have, we can't provide an appointment at the service that I'm registered to, but we can give you an appointment with one up the road. Great. Fine, not a problem. And that's at 6:45 p.m. So, you know, yesterday we stopped streaming at 6 o'clock to allow me to get to the practice. About 6:15, I get a phone call. We regret to inform you that the practice has been closed for unforeseen circumstances. Please call your doctor tomorrow to explain and reschedule. Right. Well, that's a pain in the ass. So I didn't have my appointment yesterday because the practice was closed for unforeseen circumstances. So this morning, before I go into school, actually on my way to school, I ring up the GP and I get through to them and I say, service was closed last night. They said I couldn't have an appointment. They said to ring you in the morning. Can you help me out? It says, oh, let me just have a look on the system. It says you didn't attend. And I said, well, that's true, but they told me that it wasn't open and I couldn't. So it's like, is there an appointment you can get me today? I can get you a phone call. Right. So I can't have like an in-person appointment with a clinician or a doctor. I'm getting phoned by a doctor, right? They'll ring you anytime between 9 and 1 p.m. And I'm like, right, well, I'm in school from 9 until 11, specifically for GCSE results for the students at my school. And they said, so they'll ring you, and if you don't answer, they will call back about 15 minutes later, and if you don't answer, then they will not ring you again. You'll have to book a new appointment. Right. Not a problem. So I get a phone call. Maybe, I don't know, let's say 12:30. It was some point near the 1 o'clock mark. I answer the phone. Hello? Instantly hung up on me. Right. Could I get them back on the phone? No. Did I have my phone appointment today? No, I did not. So where am I back to? Square one. So tomorrow morning, I will be ringing my doctor again, where I have almost no doubt that they will say, you didn't answer the phone. To which I say, well, I did, and you hung up on me, and then I couldn't get you back because it was an unknown number. They said it'd be a private number. So, yeah. That's been my day and yesterday. But yeah, one of the sauces we had was the one that you gave Jimbo, yeah. Okay, so I've never done GeoGuessr. So I know people love GeoGuessr, and like a lot of people watch it. I've never done it. I don't see the appeal of like having. So my understanding is that you just get like a picture of a street, and then you have to figure out where in the world it is. And can you like zoom out or something to make it easier or something like that? I don't really, but I don't know places. Like my geography, no good. I bad geography. Yeah, people seem to dig it though. But that's cool. Anagram games, now that sounds like fun. I was talking to a colleague about crosswords today. And the high octane sport that is, you know, crossword puzzling. But yeah, I imagine that, you know, that's when it comes to like the hot sauces. It's just, you know, it's just going to get more expensive the hotter you go because of how it comes to be. Right now I can catch up with chat because I was like messages above and above. Well, I think for severe medical stuff, you just go to accident and emergency, or ER, depending on what country you're in, and you ask them politely if they would be willing to see you. I mean, I like the well, actually, I have no strong feelings towards the UK. It's one of those weird ones, like, if someone says, like, are you proud to be British? I say no. I don't care that I'm from Britain. I don't feel proud to be Northern Irish either. Like, I don't feel any more proud to be from Northern Ireland than I would if I was from England, Scotland, or Wales. Like, for me, pride doesn't come from a location, it comes from people. It's like, I'm proud to be the son of my parents. Absolutely. You know, I'm extremely proud to have the parents that I have and to have had the upbringing that they provided for me. I don't give a damn that it happened to happen in Northern Ireland. Like, do I think I like Northern Ireland? It's pretty. It's a nice country. You know, I like it aesthetically, but I don't feel any pride about it. Or, you know, having been from there. And like, you know, historical events and stuff, I ain't interested. It's like, okay. Things happened before I was here. Great. They, you know. That's cool. Well, I mean, I've worked in the Ulster Hospital, which is in Dundonald in Northern Ireland. I worked there for 6 years part-time, you know, as a student and when I was up until university. Some of it's hit and miss. Some of it's very good. Like I would say, like 100%. If you were having a baby, like the labor department in the Ulster is phenomenal. Like they are great, and the nurses there are great. But it's one of those things where it's tricksy. Because I work there as a staff member rather than a patient. So like I've never been treated in the hospital as a patient, which is a good thing. So I don't know if that would be any different from like the impression I've had from co-workers. I mean, I say co-workers. I don't think a nurse would associate them as a co-worker of a cleaner, but God damn it, that's what the truth is. But yeah, you know, it's some things are tough. I'm right, Super Sapphire, how are you? I've never heard of an instant callback to an unknown or private number. I don't even know. Like I said, I've never heard of that house. I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, it's tricky, but yeah, it's been a ball ache. And it's one of those ones where it's like the first time you're like, and then the second time, it becomes disheartening, you know? And it's one of those things where, like, for me, it's tough enough to even have the effort and be bothered enough to speak to a professional about, you know, my health. I don't do it. I'm like, I'm fine. I'll live. I'll be okay. So after 2 goes around, like, I don't want to be in a position where I'm like, well, what's the point? You know, I don't want to really be thinking, well, it's a waste of my time to now try and, you know, get in touch with someone because it's just not going to happen. And I don't think anyone should be in a position where that's what they feel for a professional medical service that's provided by your country. Seems like a pretty awful circumstance. But hey, that's well, maybe I should try GeoGuessr. I say that. Oh, what you mean, like signs of different languages and stuff? Yeah, I suppose. But like, you're supposed to like name the street, right? Or do you just have to name the country? Well, that's the thing. So here's a thing that comes up now and again, right? Where it comes to like the American medical system. So it's fairly well known that hospital bills in the States are extensive. I'm not going to say excessive. That's not reasonable for me to say, but they are extensive. And for a lot of people, they would be deemed unreasonable for the circumstance. And people are like, well, I can't go to the hospital because I'm not insured. And stuff like that. And then the argument about that is that no one will ever be refused treatment at a hospital or a medical facility in the States. So it's like, you know, let's say, for example, you know, let's say you're poor, let's say you're homeless, let's say there's a circumstance you don't have money and you need to seek medical treatment. And they're like, well, you'll never be refused treatment. That is true. It doesn't mean that you won't be charged for it. And it doesn't mean that it could potentially have a huge detriment on the rest of your life to try and find a way to either pay for it or resolve that. It's tough. But yeah, go visit Northern Ireland. It's great. It really is. Like, I'm not doing a lot to sell it, but I'm a big fan. Cheese on a chicken burger? No. You can put cheese on chicken and have Hunter's chicken. You know, so you have like chicken, barbecue sauce, and cheese. That's acceptable. But a chicken burger, because the thing is, when you have a chicken burger, oh right, sorry, here you go. Whoop, timer's not going. It's been running the whole time. You'll have noticed that it did a big jump. I just didn't have it in the focused window, which is why I wasn't moving. Also, hi Morpheus. Good to see you too, Super Sapphire. But yeah, so yeah, because a chicken burger is typically not like breaded, or it's typically not just like a conventional chicken breast or whatever. It's usually, you know, breaded or deep fried in something. And you can't have deep fried chicken or battered chicken or southern fried chicken with cheese. That's just wrong. You know? It just is. No, my memory's pretty good. My short-term memory is okay. My long-term memory is... That's my pièce de résistance. It's also one of my greatest weaknesses. Not because it detrimentally affects me, or like professional life, or anything like that. It affects my social life. Because I make jokes that are references to things that have happened, you know, weeks beforehand. And I'm like, that's a great joke. I'm like, people are going to love this. People are going to appreciate the reference that I've made to this thing that happened in the past. No one gets it. You know? And when you explain it, people get tired. And they're like, that's so lame. You know? It's hard to exert intellectual dominance while also being the funniest person in a room. People don't like it. Drop a pin in the location, the closer you get, the better score. Oh, that's okay. That's cool. I mean, I can see the benefit in that game and how that would work. Exact location, how close you are. You play country steak. I read that as country steak, and I'm like, I'm thinking about meat now. Guess a country. Oh, fair enough. Cool, 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 cool. I'm still catching up on stuff. Well, yeah, I mean, of course, but I think like if you've got insurance or you're rich, you're okay anywhere. You know, it's one of life's great things. But it's also one of those things where, like, sometimes if you don't, like, it's one of those, like, you don't appreciate it until you've got it. Like, I have home insurance, I have car insurance, and 90% of the time, if not even 99% of the time, I have no impact on that in my life whatsoever. Or they don't impact my life at all. But then the one time someone crashes into me, you know, and there's like £400 or more of damage repairs on the car because of someone else, and you don't want to pay that out, or more. Let's say the car gets written off, which has happened to me in the past, you know, where the cost of repair was like £4,000 or something. You know, that's not something I want to be going, oh, I'm not just gonna like buy a new car. So it's tricksy. Yeah, but I imagine it's sometimes it's relatively nice to be rich. Oh, I lost. Oh no. I mean, even like in the UK, like I know a number of people who will intentionally go to private doctors because of the convenience, and it's like, so you can either go to a doctor and it can take days or weeks or whatever to get seen to, or you can go private, get seen the same day, and have your diagnosis and medication 3 days later. And it's like, is that worth 300 quid to me, or 150 quid, or what it would, depends what it is, to do that. And for some people, it is. Like I have one friend in particular, and it doesn't matter what the thing is, like he just will not go to a public practice for anything. Public practice? I don't know, I presume that's whatever. He goes private for anything at all. And he's like, oh, I've got the slight pain in my left leg. Private doctor. But that's, that's just the way he deals with things. And who am I to say otherwise? Well, someone's got to do it non-stop. That's the thing. But like, the other thing that's interesting is that, so I mean, one of the things that we state openly is that there is free healthcare in the United Kingdom. So if I go to the hospital and XYZ happens, I don't have to pay for that. Great. However, if I have anything that's a follow-up with like a physician, or I have to go to a pharmacist, or I have to get medication, I gotta pay for that. So I get my first dose or whatever it is, from the hospital, accident, emergency, or whatever it is. But if I need more of that, that comes out of my pocket. So I go for an emergency appointment for like mouth pain or whatever it is. And they're like, oh yeah, here are the tablets. And it's like, wonderful, thank you very much. And it's like, you need to take 20 of these, a week for the next 5 weeks. And it's like, great, where do I just come back and get more? And they're like, no, you go to the pharmacist. I'm like, okay. And then you go to the pharmacist and they're like, oh yeah, that'll be £15 for 10. And you're like, wait, what? Say again? And the crazy thing about it is that when I was growing up in Northern Ireland, medication was free. You went to the doctors and they sent you to pick up a prescription from the pharmacist, and they gave you the prescription, full stop, no questions asked. And I moved to Wales for university, and I had to get a prescription for something, and I had to get like some like tube of skin cream or whatever it was for like nothing big. And they were like £8, and I'm like, what the fuck, £8 for a tube of cream? What? Why am I paying for cream? Free healthcare. No. It's going alright, Killjoy. We've only really started so I was in school until probably around 12 o'clock for results, and then I had 2 meetings after school and then some things to sort out. By the time I got back and got it done, well, it's now, basically, so that's why. Donovan Shepard, thank you for the sub. Thank you very much indeed. Oops, perfect. Okay, jobs involve employer paying you private dog. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I get any sort of healthcare benefits from my job. I can't think of any. Doesn't mean there aren't any. But yeah, I can't. Though I'm dumb. It's okay. Anything 35 euros? I am moving to Italy. 2 reasons, actually 3 reasons to move to Italy. 35 euros per anything. DV504 lives there. And I can have pizza with Jisei. Win. Actually, I don't know if DV504... I know he's from Italy. I don't know if he's there. I know he was living in... Was it Indonesia or something with his girlfriend? Huh. My door alarm thing has just gone off. I'll be right back. Pretty cool. I'll take that. So that's a first for me. So person's come to deliver a package. As you can see, it's an Elgato Keylight. And they said password, and I'm like, I don't. And I was like, and they're like, and I said, what do you mean? I've never been asked for a password for a delivery before. And then they said email, and I was like, are you asking me for my password for my email? And I'm like, am I being scammed? And I was like, what's going on? And they're like, no, you've got a password that's been emailed to you. And I was like, oh, and there it is. No, anyway, that's what that was. All right. Oh, just like for a public appointment, €30. That's wild. But yeah, that's the price of that. Okay, let's catch up with what's been happening. Heart meds for $90, both private and public. Oof. I mean, like that's the no joking about that. You know that's real stuff. You know, it's fine for me to be like, oh, you know, I've got a mild discomfort or whatever it is, and you know it's not serious, and you make your judgment call. But like if someone says, here's something that's literally going to affect your lifespan, for example, what do you say? You can't do anything about it, you know, that's like, you know what to your head. Right. Valve minigame first try. It's I think it's you have to mash at 12 hertz, so 12 inputs per second. If I'm not mistaken. So we originally thought it was 120 inputs. And it's 12 per sec. Oh gosh, 12 per second. Over the 10 seconds, but only the first 7 seconds register inputs. So I still think it's 12 hertz, but instead of being 12 times 10, it's 12 times 7. So I think it's 84 inputs in 7 seconds. The game will accept 15, but like good luck being a human and mashing at 15 hertz. It can happen. You can, like, I'm not saying it's impossible to mash at 15 hertz. That's what task mash is at, but to do it with any sort of consistency for any sort of duration, very difficult. Most people can mash quite comfortably at 10 hertz, which is respectable. 12 hertz is good. 12, 13 is very good. I guess if people are being aspirational in how quickly they can mash something. Great. Rheumatologist. Arthralgia. November? Wow. Well, I mean, in so much as, in theory, I had an appointment on the same day, but you have to ring on the day, and they have to have something that's available. So, like, when I called yesterday, they're like, oh, yeah, you can see someone, and then when I rang today, they're like, we can give you a phone appointment. Because no one was there. But the other thing is like, well, if I've got something, I'm like, but what? So we have the phone call conversation, and then you're like, so I've got this problem. And if the question they then follow up with is, well, have you tried paracetamol or ibuprofen, or have you tried something like that? I'm like, obviously I've done that, but that's not a solution. That's like a short-term thing. It's like if I say to someone, I've woken up with a migraine for 4 days in a row, that I don't think is a problem for paracetamol to fix. I think it's maybe slightly deeper rooted than that. Hang on, 48 Celsius? No, it's impossible. I can't handle it. It's like 20. The highest we've had here in the last like week or two or whatever has been like 28, and that was painful. It's like no enjoyment out of that. It's 21 right now, and I've got the fucking fan on, you know? Unfortunately, it wasn't the ghost. We got lucky. It was the delivery person. How cold is it there, Yukia? Like, I know I've been to Sweden in the winter, and one time I went, it was fine, and one time I went and it was like below freezing. It was so cold. It was like I was not prepared for the weather, but I was in like jeans, a t-shirt, and a jacket. I don't think I had a hat. I think I had gloves though, and it was like, it was the first ESA winter I went to. I just couldn't believe how cold it was. Finland's definitely on my to-do list. Like, 100%. Maybe next summer, if travel stuff's all go, I'll do, like a tour of all those places. I don't really know where all of them are, but like Finland, Norway, the other ones, you know of which I speak. And presumably, the countries that get into like 30s and 40s plus degrees have central AC. One would assume. I certainly don't. Yeah, new toy to play with. It's good. So I've got photo lights. The problem with photo lights are they're big, difficult to lug around, and you have to put bulbs in them. And bulbs are expensive because they don't last for a super long time, and they generate a lot of heat. So I'm transitioning to, is it LEDs or LCDs? I don't remember. I don't know the difference between LEDs and LCDs. I think they're LEDs. Light emitting diodes. What's LCD stand for? Light condensing, light committing, light consuming, whatever. But yeah, that stuff. Wait, like burning pipes? Like that is a thing? That's crazy. Like, I've only known, like, there are certain pipes in the world that are really hot, and there are certain pipes that are normal. I say normal, but, like, not burning. I wouldn't think of, like, a pipe that would have independent temperature to this thing that it's providing pipage towards. I ain't telling you the password, although it probably doesn't matter. I don't know if it would. I don't know if you could do anything with it. Please list your most recent PBs in Final Fantasy to earn this prize. How cool would it have been though? Because the person genuinely followed me up the stairs. So I could check my emails for the one from Amazon. I would imagine if they were like, wait, is that the Final Fantasy IX card theme? Do you speedrun Final Fantasy IX? Hell yeah, I do. Has a baby and charge you to hold your baby through. Wait, I mean, not in the delivery room, surely, Killjoy. That's got to be amoral, right? You know? The baby comes out of the woman, and then they slap the baby to make the baby go cry. The baby's lungs are healthy. Snip, snip. Would you like to hold your baby? Yes, I'd like to hold the child of which I have produced into this world naturally through my own means, with the loving family that I have adorned. That'll be $50. Sorry, what? Oh, yeah, let me just pull it out of my ass that I just delivered a baby. But I'm aware that babies don't come out of the ass. It was just for the reference. $20.60 for an hour appointment? Well, the reason why I'm not sure about the Valve minigame now is because I was always under the impression that you had to mash at 12 hertz. Now, maybe you do over 7 seconds, so maybe it is. But then 12 over 7 is only 84. But then maybe it was 12 hertz over the 10 seconds. Or maybe before we thought it was 9. I don't remember anymore. I just remember always being told it was 12 hertz, which is 12 inputs per second, and over 10 seconds. And then after that, I was then told it was only over 7 seconds. So I actually don't know. I guess you could program something to find, you know, to do it. Yeah, I mean, I can, whenever we're done with this today, James, I can show you the technique I use to do it. We're still getting Armstrong Jolly Viking, that is correct. That's right, it me, Starburst. How are you? Man, see, imagine if, like, humidity is the thing, right? Imagine if there was, like, a humidity converter. Like, the world would be a better place. It's like, forget fans and hydraulics and water machines and stuff. Someone needs to just find a machine that converts humidity into, like, happiness or something. You know? Oh, if we just put humidity through this machine, it turns into serotonin. I love it. You know? But the thing is, like, when I was in America a couple of years ago, like, I was in San Francisco, I was in Maryland, I was in Washington, I was in Boston? I was in multiple places. Like, I basically went from the west to the east coast. And I was expecting it to be really hot and like hotter than I was able to handle. Like, I was expecting it to be really uncomfortable. Like when I've gone to France or I've gone to Turkey, and it's like, how do people live in these conditions? This is like somewhere where you can walk around for 30 minutes and then you have to go inside. This is for me, as with my fragile frame. I'm sure there are people who can handle the conditions just fine. You know, but it's like you walk around for half an hour to an hour and then you need to get to somewhere cool because you just can't handle that heat. But it was totally fine. Like, I was never too warm. I was never uncomfortably warm. I was able to wear, like, trackies and a t-shirt or even a hoodie at points, and it wasn't so warm. Yeah, I felt the need to, be in shorts even or whatever. Just eat more and you'll be fine. Like, no specifics. Like, not even, oh, try to eat this type of food or these enzymes or you need more fiber or eat more protein. It was just eat more food and you will be fixed. Finland is the best music. Okay, that's tough. So yeah, if you like heavy metal and you like death metal and you like whatever, yeah. And the folk music is really good. Like, Finnish folk music is beautiful. It is beautiful. It's way better than that stupid English folk music. But I'm sure there are genres of music that Finland don't excel in. Like, I've never heard Finnish dance music. And by that I mean, like, EDM, electronic dance music, not, like, traditional. And I haven't heard, like, Finnish pop. Although, I'll tell you what. Here's one for you. So, in music for schools, you have to do different genres and styles of music and stuff like that. And they've got this wonderful umbrella term of world music or wider listening and all that, which basically means anything that's not American or mainland Europe. It's kind of like Middle Eastern and Eastern music and stuff like that. So when we talk about world music, we talk about things like African music, we talk about things like Greek music and Palestinian music and Indian music and stuff like that. And typically it's more traditional music that you listen to. So, like, I'm a big fan of, like, Ivo Papazov and his wedding band and, like, Bulgarian folk dance music and stuff like that. Like, that's just me. Like, I knew about that stuff before I even became a teacher and that kind of thing. But I was listening to some, I think it was Palestinian pop music, or it was one of them. It was either Palestinian or Israeli pop music. They got some fucking jams, man. I was like, this is cool. This is quality pop music. Oh boy. I'm okay, Retro. How's it going? How are you? No one else does metal anymore. Trivium and Bullet for My Valentine are releasing new albums currently. So Trivium just released another single today for In the Court of the Dragon album. So they released the first single, which is In the Court of the Dragon, and then they released, something about flight or fire or something like that. I don't even know. In the fire of flight or something. I don't know. It's there on the YouTubes. And I just got perfect. Amazing. Bullet have released 2 singles from their new upcoming album that I don't know the name of. So I don't even remember. Knives and some other one. Not that I'm saying like this is the highest of quality metal. And the Court of the Dragon's a pretty awesome one. The new one, I was like, it's okay. I don't think it's like an absolute banger, and I'm pretty mixed on the second single that Bullet released. In terms of other bands releasing metal music, I don't know. Oh, thank you for the radiation sensation. How are you? Oh, yes, I'm a big fan of Doer, the new fragrance by David Beckham. Winter north, all the reindeer stuff, snow and fun, the stuff parts in the summer. LSDs. Wait, are you? No way is it liquid crystal. Come on. It sounds like a drug. Oh, okay. I got the perfect this time. Well, yeah, exactly. But like, I'm not aware of a pipe heating up to the point of, you know, being of a burning temperature because of its exposure to heat. Like from the outside. A skin bonding fee? It's alright. Well, yeah, well, I mean, the thug don't want to play Armstrong. What can I say? Oh. Hello, Star. Fuck, I need to catch. I'm trying. It's hard to card and do that. Oh. What did I say instead of serotonin? Did I say serotonin? I don't even remember anymore. Yes, what you say, Jolly Viking. I too speak the language of Vikings. Everyone knows Levin Polka. Hang on, like, Bomb Funk MC's the Funk Soul Brother, right? Check it out now. But that's not Finnish. And Rap and Pop is not generally trash. That's not reasonable to say. I would say there are certain subgenres that have a bad reputation for being either less skillful, less meaningful, or having less maybe emotional or social or cultural background compared to previous ones. It's really easy to slam on modern day rap not being as good as like rap and hip hop from the 70s because they're not coming from Brooklyn with that message. It's a different culture. It's a different upbringing. How do you power up Dragon Crest? Yeah, kill dragons. Yeah, there is a difference between Dragon Breath and Dragon Crest. I don't remember how Dragon Breath works though. I just know we use it against... Oh, Dragon Breath is the difference between 0 and max health or something. So it'll do 9999 until the enemy's got a certain amount of health, and then it does less. I don't remember what the formula is though, but Dragon Breath I think gets gradually weaker the less health an enemy has. Probably getting an amount of that wrong, but it's something along those lines. Old school Mongolian rock? Mongolian rock. Mongolian rock. I don't think I know any of that. I'm doing well, Asian Association. Well, I'm doing pretty well. I feel okay. Today's been an okay day. I got up early yesterday. I got up early today. I've successfully done things with my days. Therefore, they've been a hell of a lot better than the last week where I couldn't even bring myself to leave my bed. Yeah. Wait, hang on. Are Cobra Clannies still around? Man, I've never listened to them seriously. Like pirate metal and drinking metal and stuff like that. Like, it's cool and it's fun, but it's definitely not something I've ever... Like, I wouldn't listen to an album of it or anything like that. I'd just be like, oh, this is fun. Or like, is it Welcome the Archers? Is that the band? Or something like that. There's some combination of words that are similar. Like, they're okay. But I wouldn't say... they're amazing. Like, that's the thing I find in my experience. Celtic metal is pretty hit and miss. Oh, I totally got the wrong one. Yeah, I meant dopamine. I almost definitely meant dopamine. Oh. What did the not Run DMC, the thingy MC, as it was around that era. No, I'm getting chat when people are saying things, but I'm just backed up because of the amount of things. I feel like pretty close to catching up, but I have no idea. But I love Children of Bodom. I was gutted when Alexi passed away. Because the thing is, like, so when Bodom broke up and they created the new band, I don't even remember what you call them, like, because Alexi passed before they released an album. I think they recorded 3 songs together, something like that, before Alexi passed away. And I was like, it sounded pretty good. Like, the band sounded great, but I mean, like, I love Bodom. When they did... What album was it? What was the one that they got flack for not being very Bodom-y? Was it the one? It's not the one that has Time I Rope. It's got... there's the video has them in like a subway or under a bridge or something. I don't remember, but it was kind of... I don't remember. But yeah, like yeah, big Bodom fan. Melatonin. Yes. Do you wish to be asleep? Oh yes, I have sleepy thoughts for me. Oh yeah, like old school Bodom is like fucking dope when they're in a hangar and it's like. There's a thing that Finnish metal bands do a lot, and they go to the supertonic, and I don't understand why it happens, but it works really well. So they'll play a riff, and they'll have vocals and whatever over it. It might have been Relentless Relentless Forever. It was definitely after Are You Dead Yet? Yeah, so they play the riff, and then they play exactly the same riff again, one note higher. And I noticed that Nightwish do it a lot, and Bodom did it a lot. The Pathless? I'll have to check it. But yeah, I've never played... What's the game with 2B in it? The protagonist, Nier Automata or something like that. Yeah, I never played Nier Automata. Listen to the soundtrack, fucking love it. Although having said that, I've never played... Oh, it was Blood Drunk. It was definitely Blood Drunk. Yeah, I never played Bravely Default, and it's like my favorite soundtrack. But yeah, I can check out the Pathless. Joe, thank you for the raid coupon. How's it going? Yeah, I know. Oh, what is up? Oh. Hello, Elvin Chaos. Hello, Steve. That's it. We're, back to the start. Oh, Jimbo, thank you for giving us up to G-Day. Thank you very much indeed. What a wonderful human being. Well, Tetra Master's obviously going amazing, as you can clearly see. I don't know, maybe because my heart's broken in 2. Maybe that's why. So hard to be specific when the world is a cruel, cruel place. Just drop my door ring. God damn it. Gosh darn it. It's not even cold anymore. Sure do. With flan yet? That is not. That's the way it goes. I don't know. Well, I've only got until 7 o'clock because I've got a meeting. I got an ESA meeting at 8 tonight, as I typically do on a Thursday. We were fortunate enough not to have one last Thursday because, well, we just finished an event. So yeah, we got that. Oh, okay. My eyes are tired. My eyes are tired. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. No, the heartache, Jimbo, the heartache. I can't handle it. Well, look, it's a rare card with only 1 arrow. It would be a real shame if you were to only draw in that card game that you... Well, it took a fucking day and a half for it to show up, and then that's what I have to go through. That's what I have to go through to lose it. It's not fair. It's not fair. Oh, I bet the reason I reset was because you hear the boom sound when you draw and when you lose. So I probably just wasn't looking and assumed that I lost. Oh yeah, no problem. Has anyone seen the latest season of Family Guy? I know it's not new or anything, but I hadn't seen. Is it season 19 or whatever? So I figured, because it's a short. I was looking for something to pass like a short amount of time to watch Because I've already rewatched all of Bones, I've rewatched all of House, I've rewatched all of Archer. I was like, what's a short show that I can like just like dip into? And I watched like 2 episodes of it and I was like, this isn't very funny. Because like normally like I'm super on board with Family Guy. I rate it very highly. And I was just like, it just seemed drawn out. But good luck, Gita. I hope that you survive the shock. But yeah, I just felt, yeah, I just seemed like there were more drawn out bits and less jokes. I like bailed hard on Futurama. It was another one where I was like, I like this show, and then it was like, it's okay. Because that was another one. Because they're all free. Well, Futurama's free on Amazon Prime. So yeah, that was one I was thinking about. I bet The Simpsons is still a thing. I haven't watched The Simpsons since I was a child, though. Oh, I got the Feather Circle a long time ago. We're trying to get the, what card? Armstrong is what we're looking for now. We saw it once. God damn it, Jim. Anonymous, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Starburst. Enjoy. The cannon boat is the card we want. The gimme cat? I got a gimme cat. Well, we were trying to level up Genji, but then I started and went on to like muscle memory for my normal party of cards. Maybe because I didn't play Genji is why I didn't get the Armstrong card. Maybe that's what happened. It was my fault all along. I'm the villain of this story. He's so bad. Genji! The Cerberus card is the best. It's so bad. Genji! Love Genji. It can't win. It just can't win. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to fight Genji. Genji can't lose. Genji. 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 146. Wowza. Genji is OP. Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't no. Ooh, 146 again. I don't know why Cerberus has 4 hit points. Genji! Yep. Cerberus, attack! Cerberus lose. Again. Genji. Oh, goodness me. Keroberos. Keruberos. Oh my goodness. I'm exhausted. 2 days of being awake at a respectable hour are just ending me. Ooh, good effort. We're looking for Armstrong. Uh-oh. It's going great, mobile. We've seen it a grand total of once. No, don't show the link. No. No. 1,510 points are required to get the Maestro card rank. Exclamation mark, Maestro. I didn't start the bot? Are you kidding me? Why am I so bad at my job? Genji? The bot's active. The command will work now. Now the bot supports me through everything. Through thick and thin. Gucci! Hades and Persephone were so good. Hades good for people. Like he's a reliable partner. Oh, it's not so bad, Plagiarist. There are like 4 ranks above it. They are so bad. No problem. You know who else has the Armstrong card? The innkeeper. He won't play it though. He won't play it. You just gotta believe hard enough. That's all it is. You just have to believe hard enough. And it'll happen. Genji! Oh, perfect! Here we go. I believe. Boom! Armstrong. 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 Arms. Armstrong. 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 Another perfect. Armstrong. Huh. Puny ogre something. Yo, it's a snake. How's it going? That's right. Long time indeed. How are you? Okay. 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 Fair enough. Yeah, work happens, man. It's rough. Gets in the way. Oh yeah, just fine. Play Gimme Cat 2 games in a row, but where's my Armstrong? Where's my Armstrong? That's right. Get wrecked, son. What makes you think that I'm sleepy? Last week was pretty rough. Week before was okay. Mum and Dad been trying to get to the doctors, and it's just been an absolute nightmare trying to get it sorted. Like an absolute nightmare. I'm okay. Yeah, just dealing with some stuff. Some physical stuff, some emotional stuff. Thank you so much for $10, Sting. I'll take that pick me up all day, friend. I just died in your arms tonight. Must have been something I said. I just died in your arms tonight. Triple tick. Genji. Well, we find it once. Chucky. $13 or so? Many. Many, 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 many. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money. Genji. Genji-san. Alright, 7 minutes to get the strong card. 7 glorious minutes. Genji! I've got a meeting I need to go to, so I have to stop, unfortunately. I'm so close. I almost can't contain it. No, there are other humans in the meeting. I'm so I've almost done it. I've almost got all of the cards. I love this so much. Nothing makes me feel happier than the prospect of Genji leveling up to an X card. It's like giving birth to my own child. That's the experience that we're opening ourselves up to by playing this game. Don't you know? Oh. Find the real you. Play cards today. Probably get about 3 more games in. Come on. Believe. 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 What? What am I? Come on. Come on. Come on. This right here, right now. Just when you all thought the chips were dying. And the something. When there were one set of footprints, that is when the thug played the Armstrong card. I said that's when he played. That's when he played the Armstrong card. Okay. Last game. Okay. 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 No. No, play it. Play the card, damn it. Come on, play the Armstrong. Let's go, play the Armstrong. Play the Armstrong. Play the Armstrong. Me also. Well, the fact that we've seen it means we know it exists. That's a big step in the right direction. Okay. It just isn't anymore. It's given up on me. The game's given up. It has no more cards to give. A few. Oops. Okay. Nope. The only benefit is when an enemy actually plays a card I don't have. That's all I need. That's all I need. You're strong, but it doesn't matter how powerful your card is if you don't have a new card to take with it. Oh! I lose. Well, thanks for being here, everyone. Sorry for the late stream and it being short with all the meetings and stuff, but we made it. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Haven't got anything on tomorrow to get in the way, so we can get right back on this and get that Armstrong card and some other ones, because there's plenty of cards still to get from the video game. It's gonna be great. We love it, as you can see. So I'm gonna host Professor Palmer. I don't think anyone else is on, because I rated 0 yesterday. And he's doing some more 12. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Palmer's doing Beyond the Beyond. Maybe a little obscure game for some of you. Cool guy. Good stuff. I'll be back tomorrow. You can find me in the places doing the things with the stuff. Click the buttons to make things happen. And I'll be back tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you all then. Have a lovely evening and afternoon. And take care of yourselves. Should be normal time because there's nothing to say. So, yep. Here's the last game to see us off for this triumphant night of card gaming. May all your motorcycles be red.